Hey everybody, good morning from Charleston, South Carolina. I've been waiting all week to be able to come down here and photograph this truly beautiful environment. I mean, you guys know I'm mostly a landscape photographer. It's very rare that I want to come into an urban environment. But when I started doing a little research online about this place, I got excited. So, these buildings, most of these buildings are 200 to 300 years old. So they have a lot of interesting architecture. There's going to be a lot of interesting textures, mosquitoes, interesting textures I can photograph to upload to stock photography. Now I'm out here very early on a Saturday morning, well before most people are on the streets, so I can capture some of these buildings without having to worry about a lot of people in front of them. So our first stop is Rainbow Row.
Welcome to the start of what will be 10 miles of walking through Charleston.
This is kind of typical of what I'm expecting to photograph up here. These beautifully colored houses with their windows and their flowers that are outside of them. Again, the reason why I'm here so early in the morning is I don't have to worry about people. So Rainbow Row is the largest collection of Georgia-style homes in the United States. And as they're being restored in the 1900s, well, they're repainted to these bright, beautiful colors.
I found a few opportunities to get some photos at this location. During the day, you'll find couples getting their engagement pictures here and other aspiring social media stars getting that perfect Instagram shot.
So something I'm going to have to do is come back here later on this morning when the clouds clear up and see if I can recapture some of those images in direct sunlight. Right now we have a cloudy overcast, which makes for very beautiful diffuse light when you're trying to do this type of photography. But I still like to get a couple when the sun's shining. So normally you would think of an alley as just kind of be a dark, out of the way place. But what I'm discovering in this town is that these alleys actually have a lot of character to them. So I'm planning on exploring as many of these as I can today.
If you want to take a glimpse into what Charleston looked like before modernization, take a stroll down the cobblestone street of Longitude Lane. This old area of Charleston is very well maintained. The style of architecture and the colors used make it a vibrant and exciting place for photographers.
Something that I'm very much enjoying right now is the peace, the calm, the tranquility, the feeling that you get as you're walking up and down these streets. I mean, this is just a very beautiful city to be exploring. One of the things I saw when I was researching Charleston was all the haunted tours. Looking at this old graveyard behind me, I can see why some of these tombstones are from the 1850s.
Right now, I'm lost in wonder at how an American city could look this good. I've been to a lot of cities and towns in the U.S. We just don't construct our buildings to age as gracefully as those in Europe. The construction here was definitely done with skill and an eye for the aesthetics that would last for generations. Walking down these old streets is an absolute joy, while I make my way to a local coffee shop called the Harkin Cafe and Bakery. But on such a nice day, I decided to take my coffee to a small park called Washington Square.
So one of the things I realize when I'm doing all-day walking tours like this is every once in a while you got to sit down and relax. I found myself a nice park, got myself a cappuccino. I'm actually watching other photographers with their clients taking those beautiful pictures for weddings, engagements, all that neat stuff. This is definitely a photogenic town. Now this street seems to be a favorite among the local photographers, Chalmers Street, because, well, let's take a look at this road. It's pretty unique.
A good place to get local goods is at the Charleston City Market. Since the 1790s, local artisans have been coming here to sell their goods. Today, this 1,200-foot stretch of shopping bliss is right across East Bay Street from the cruise ship dock, so expect this place to be hopping on the weekends. Another interesting stop is the old Slave Mart. This was the last operating slave market in South Carolina, and it provides a glimpse into the lives of those who are forced to live under the darkness of slavery.
This is another alley that I notice a lot of photographers use for their photo sessions. It's called Philadelphia Alley. And again, normally when I hear alley, I'm thinking of some place I'd rather not be. But again, Charleston, beautiful.
With every turn, this city surprises me. Since I'm collecting photos to sell as stock, I'm focusing a lot on photos that have copy space or empty space for graphic artists to work with. I'm looking for unique elements. I was lucky to be here at the right time.
So I just captured that shot not more than 3 minutes ago, and this house is in shade. So you got to take the opportunities when you see them, because you don't know how long the light that you're looking at is going to last.
After a brief stop at Manson's Famous Lobster Rolls, I was finding my way back to the Harkin Coffee Shop for an afternoon cafe. Today I captured over 80 photos that I decided to upload to the stock photography agencies that I utilize. I focus on elements like backgrounds, doors, windows, and details. So which stock agencies that I recommend and which ones do I not? Check out my upcoming episodes. On July 2nd, I will show you the worst stock agencies to use. And then on July 9th, I'll show you the best ones. Also, please go to patreon.com/EWJ. During these weeks that I'm in Charleston, my content from this trip is open to the public. Please consider supporting this channel further by becoming one of my patrons.